What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the good parts of Call of Duty Cold War. If you missed my last video, I will put it, I believe it'll go right here, where I talked about the bad parts of Cold War, the things that I did not like. Now it's time to talk about the good things that I really did enjoy about this game. And again, I really enjoyed Cold War. I thought it was really good, and it caught way too much hate. But I'm also going to be going over my final stats in this game, things like my KD and that kind of thing, the different medals that I have. So be sure to stick around for that too. And if you do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And I do stream right here every Wednesday and Friday. It's a lot of fun, so be sure to swing by sometime. But with that said, let's dive right into it. Now let's talk about the good. The first one being that Ninja is a perk and not a field upgrade like Dead Silence was in Modern Warfare 2019. I never thought that I would have to put this as good on a game. If you know me, you know I strongly disliked Modern Warfare 2019. In my experience, I face campers all the time that were just had these headsets on maxed out and we're just waiting with 725s around corners. That was my experience in Modern Warfare. And yes, I actually put some time into the game. That was my experience. And I know that there are several other Call of Duty players that agree with me on this. Not having Ninja as something that you can use all of the time slows down the pacing of your game so much. And that's exactly why Vanguard recently came out and said they're going to be having Ninja in the game, which is a massive, massive W. I was really nervous about that. So I'm really glad they're adding that. But this leads me to my next point, which is that this game had good pacing. Of course, no matter what shooter you play, there's going to be campers. But there was just an exception with Modern Warfare. There were too many. It was encouraged. And this, it was not encouraged. The pacing was good. Like I said, having Ninja definitely makes the pace faster. And throughout the whole year, you know, like I said, I've dealt with a couple campers, but it really wasn't anything too bad. Next up, we have the map designs. I thought this was really good. Like I said, besides those 3 maps that I mentioned, and again, Miami wasn't necessarily bad. It was just too big for 6-on-6. I thought the map designs were really well for this game. They went back to the traditional 3-lane map system, which, you know, Modern Warfare 2019, they really went away from. There was a lot of doors, a lot of corners. I'm a very big fan of the traditional 3-lane map, and I hope we get the same thing with Vanguard. We'll see. They also seem to keep up very well with adding new playlists and adding new game modes, especially for people trying to grind camos. They always had Nuketown 24/7, and then eventually they added the 12v12 mosh pit, which has stayed in the game for a very long time. That is a fantastic way to grind camos. But before they had that, like I said, they still had Nuketown 24/7, which is a fantastic way to get those camos. And I really enjoyed how we were always getting new game modes, old ones like Six and Stones and Infected and Prop Hunt, all that stuff. It was really nice to see those back in this game and constantly refreshing. I really like the gunfight tournament. I just think they did a really good job of keeping up with that stuff. Next, we have the Prestige shop, which you can see right here. It's where you can unlock all the old calling cards from all the old games. I think it's super cool. Like, you have this Modern Warfare 2 calling card, and then when you go to the Prestige Master, I mean, you just get some of these classic calling cards from Call of Duty. Look through all this thing. It's just literally a trip down memory lane, especially with the Prestige icons. I mean, look, dude, you have all the Prestige icons from literally every Call of Duty. It was just so cool. I thought this was awesome that they added that. And this next point, some of you guys might think I'm going against what I was saying, but for the most part, besides DLC weapons, keyword on besides DLC weapons, the guns are pretty balanced in this game. I could use pretty much whatever I wanted and still compete most of the time. Like, yes, of course, there were some guns that stood out, but it wasn't impossible to use other guns. Like, you could still do that. Another thing I really liked was the Wildcard Lawbreaker. And to my knowledge, I don't think this has been available in another Call of Duty unless I'm forgetting one, but it's where you can equip multiple perks in the same slot. So for example, a lot of times I would run 3 perk 3s. I would run Gung Ho, Spycraft, and Ninja. It was just beautiful. I absolutely loved running those 3. Another huge W for me was this one has honestly kind of spoiled me and made it really hard to play other games that don't have this, but that is Field of View. I am a console player. I should probably make that known. I know pretty much every PC game has Field of View, but for console, a lot of console games don't, besides when this one came out. Now other games are finally starting to adapt that. But this is when I was introduced to Field of View, and it is fantastic, dude. I love Field of View, and now when I go play like Warzone or just any other first-person shooter, I'm like, dude, what is this right now? Not having an FOV slider just is depression, and I'm so glad Vanguard's gonna add one. And I had some other things written down, but I didn't realize I've been recording this long. So now I'm just gonna talk about my stats because this video has been way too long. First, I'll show you my combat record. I had 17 days played of multiplayer, 18 total when you count zombies and all that. And you see my KD was 2.27. Win ratio was pretty solid. It was okay. I would like it to be a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. And then on the leaderboards, I placed in 34,488 in the world. I'm honestly pretty proud of this rating because when I compare to some of the other people, they're up to 42 days played and I'm only at 17. So I don't think 35,000 is a bad spot to be at. And then as far as middle goes, I know people like looking at these. I had 2 ultra kills, which is killing 7 enemies, 5 mega kills, which is killing 6. We had 9 nukes. And that might be low to some people. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I pretty much strictly play Search and Destroy, besides when I was grinding for Dark Matter, or occasionally I might hop into some other game modes. But I would say 80% of the time I play Search and Destroy. So, you know, I'm not complaining at all about 9 nukes. I think that's pretty solid considering I don't really play anything else besides S&D. We had 17 brutals, 31 frenzy kills, blah blah blah, all this stuff you see. But yeah, there it is. There is my stats. There is the good, the bad, the ugly, everything about Call of Duty Cold War. And this next statement right here might have some people's jaw dropping, but Call of Duty Cold War, in my humble opinion, and I have been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, I can confidently say that Call of Duty Cold War is in my top 7 Call of Duties. And that probably just knocked the socks off some people and just like look of disgust at me right now. But I think a big part of that is that this is the first game that I have been making content on, and I have just done so much with this game, had so many fun videos, and we've gained over 300 subscribers, which I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, it's pretty cool to me. I've just really enjoyed the journey of this game. I have some memories that I'm never going to forget, regardless of the hate that this game caught. And honestly, dude, I can't lie. It's like it's a little bit sad, you know, moving on to the next one. I'm obviously really excited, but I really enjoyed this game, and I really wish people would have appreciated it more for what it was. Especially, I don't know if this is true, but from what I heard, they made this in 6 months. And if that's the case, if that is true, that is insane. Apparently something like Raven and Sledgehammer maybe couldn't agree on the game or something like that. I don't know exactly. I don't know at all. But from what I heard, you know, the rumors that this game was made in 6 months. And if that's the case, I think this is an extraordinary game. And that would make a lot of sense for why, when the game first came out, they only had a little bit of content. And, you know, as time has gone on, obviously they've added a lot more. That's about all I've got to say. I loved it. It caught too much hate. I wish people would have given it more of a chance. But let me know what you guys thought down below. I'm sorry for the really long video. I don't even know how long this ended up being. Hopefully not too long and not boring. I hope it was interesting. But if you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And again, I do stream right here every Wednesday and Friday, so be sure to swing by. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys with all the Vanguard content. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are as ready as I am. Peace out.